welcome back to my channel, and today in this video we are going to study about toll-like receptors. Now first of all, we already learned about PRR. What do we mean by PRR? That is pattern recognition receptors. That means these receptors are found on the cells of our innate immunity or our immune cells. In short, we can say that these receptors are found on our immune cells. Now, what is the function of this receptor? The function is they will recognize the pathogens. And how they will recognize the pathogens? By the type of patterns present on them. So, depending upon the types of patterns found on these pathogens, we have receptors on our immune cells, specifically innate immune cells. Now, these receptors, because they recognize particular pattern, we call it as a pattern recognition receptors. These receptors, that is PRR, pattern recognition receptor, they will bind to the patterns, and these patterns are known as PAMs. PAMs means because these patterns are present on pathogens, so it is pathogen associated molecular pattern. This is PAMs. Now this PRR also recognize DAMs. DAMs means when the self cell get damaged, that damaged cells are also cleared off from the body using this pattern recognition receptors. So this is DAM, that is damage associated molecular pattern. So when our self cells get damaged due to infection or injury or due to any other reasons, these damaged cells should be cleared off from our body. And how our body will recognize self-damaged cells? With the help of this PRR, that is pattern recognition receptors. Now, once this pattern recognition receptors identify any particular pattern, they will express the genes that are responsible for the secretion of antimicrobial peptides, interferons, chemokines and cytokines that helps to kill the pathogens or the damaged cells, as well as it helps to activate the other cells of our body to clear the body from pathogens or the damaged cells. Now this PRRs, these are expressed on plasma membrane, while there are also PRRs that are found inside our cells, that is in endosomes or lysosomes. Now this array of PRR ensures that the cell can recognize PAMs on both extracellular and intracellular pathogens. Right? So they are very capable to differentiate the self cells from the pathogens, whether the pathogens are extracellular or intracellular in nature. Now, these DAMs are released by cells, and tissue damage also can be recognized by both cell surface and intracellular PRR. That means basically this PRR helps to recognize PAMs, that means the patterns that are present on pathogens as well as the patterns that are present on the self-damaged cells. Now this PRR can be extracellular or intracellular in nature, and it can identify PAMs and DAMs that are extracellular or intracellular in nature. Now these receptors are of different types. So the first type of such receptors are called toll-like receptor. This is the first family of PRR. Now, total of 13 toll-like receptors that function as PRR has been identified in human and mouse. TLR 1 to 10 are conserved between mice and humans. TLR 10 is non-functional in mice, while TLR 11 to 13 are expressed in mice but not in humans. TLR present in human or mouse can detect a wide variety of PAMs from bacteria, viruses, fungi and parasites, as well as DAMs from damaged cells and tissues. Now this table is giving you the list of different types of TLR which are present in our immune cells, what are the ligands that they recognize and where these ligands are found. Say for example TLR 3. It recognizes double-stranded RNA which is found in virus. Similarly, TLR4, it recognizes LPS, that is lipopolysaccharide, which is found on the cell membrane of gram-negative bacteria. So this table is giving you the list of different TLRs that are found on our immune cells with the respective ligands that they recognize and the pathogens on which these ligands are found. Now, this is the structure of TLR. It has an extracellular domain, a transmembrane part, as well as a cytoplasmic part. Now, this cytoplasmic part, this round circle is known as TIR domain. In external domain, what we can see that this is a leucine-rich repeats. It consists of leucine-rich repeats. So, this is the general structure of TLR. This diagram is showing you the types of TLR and against which kind of pathogen it is active. So here TLR4 is active against gram-negative bacteria, TLR2 and 1 against bacteria and parasite, TLR2 and 6 against gram-positive bacteria and fungi, TLR5 with flagellated bacteria, active against flagellated bacteria. Similarly, these are the list of TLRs that are found on the plasma membrane. These are the TLRs that are found inside the cell. So TLR3, as you can see, it helps to recognize the viral double-stranded RNA. So this diagram is showing you the different types of TLR and against which pathogens it is active. So this figure is the representation of the signal transduction pathway. So I'm not explaining the signal transduction pathway again and again because all these pathway we already learned. TRAF3, then we learned about kappa, IKK alpha, IKK beta. We also learned about TRAF3, AP1, nuclear factor kappa beta. Everything we learned, and now we know that how this signal transduction process or the signaling cascades helps for the signaling of any molecule or help for the expression of any particular genes. So only thing in the signal transduction pathway you have to remember that these signaling molecules, which particular pathway they activates, and in that pathway what are the signaling molecules that come into play. So that's all for this video. If you found the video informative, please do like, share and subscribe the channel and hit the bell icon for the next video notification. And also, if you have not seen the videos that deal with different signaling pathways, then I would request you to check the videos of immunology section. You will get the details of different signaling pathway. There is a separate video for the signal transduction pathway, what are the molecules that take place in the signaling pathways, and how they activate different pathways leading to the expression of different genes. So I would request you all, if you have not seen the videos on those, you'll get a playlist of immunology. Go there, search for the respective video because each and every videos are very specific with a particular heading. So search for the respective videos, you'll get to understand about the signaling pathways. That's all for this video. Thank you.